As the crypto market continues to tumble and experience a lot of volatility, especially with our low cap alts, there's only one signal I'm really paying attention to identify a possible reversal. And that is right here. This orange dot is called the TBO Close short. This lets us know that the current bearish position that was opened back over here for Bitcoin in February 2025, where we have this pink triangle, this is our open short, letting us know that we are getting confirmation of a bearish downtrend. So if we take a position here, a short position, let me just use this instead, from the day's new open after this, even though the price goes against us by 3%, we can clearly tell that this was an incredible entry signal for a short position. So if for some reason we're not taking profit down when the price is falling 22%, we get this orange diamond right here. This lets us know the current open short could be turning into a bullish trend soon, which of course we know what happens, it does. But at the time, there was still a lot of uncertainty. Except when I saw this, I was shouting it from the rooftops. You knew about it, especially if you're subscribed to my channel. But for everyone that wasn't sure what was going on, this was a massively bullish sign for BTC. So again, going back to the purpose of this, if we haven't taken profit out of our short position yet, this is letting us know you might want to consider doing so because the bearish trend could be turning bullish. So when the price retraces back to the fast line, we close out our position or at least protect profit at 13%. Still a great trade. But what happens next? Well, we all know what happens next for BTC. We see the price after this. We'll even take it from the next candle right here. The price rallied up over 30% in about 39 days. This is the bullish reversal signal I am waiting for many, many, many alts. Many of them are still looking pretty red, pretty beat up. There are some that are extremely bullish, but the reality is that I've handpicked a couple that I think are worth paying attention to. So buckle up, take some notes, learn something from this video, get out a sheet of paper or a pad, something that you can write down some notes on so you can understand why I am so bullish on these little orange diamonds. Now let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum also printed one of these orange diamonds back over here on April 26th. When I saw this, again, shouting from the rooftops, this is an extremely bullish reversal signal for Ethereum. But let's flip the script. Again, we know what happens, but let's look at it in retrospect. We have our open short right here, this pink triangle, which was an incredible entry for a short position, even though the price went against us by 7%. Back over here, January 11th, if I had opened up a short, and I really wish I did, on Ethereum, it would have fallen down a maximum of 57%. So again, if we hadn't taken any profit out of our short position by this time, this handy dandy little orange diamond lets us know, the bearish trend might be reversing soon. So therefore, you might want to take some profits out of your position at 44% profit. Now, the crazy thing is that looking at this signal, knowing what happened after it is just amazing. Again, close short, we look for our entry when the price has a pullback to what I call the daily TBO fast line, which is pink at this time, and then it turns green when we have our open long. So right about here, about 1738. And of course, the rest is history. We see Ethereum rally up 60%, actually a little bit higher. But after this signal, it moved up 60% in about 32 bars, which is impressive to say the least. It actually went up even higher. But you can clearly tell that this was an amazing entry signal on a chart that was otherwise bearish for months. Absolutely disgusting chart. Kaya has been on an amazing rally. Now, the reality, though, is that sometimes when these charts bottom out, we don't get these orange diamonds. But here we go. On the 3rd of June, we have a closed short. And right here on a mega pump, June 9th, on this day, Kaya pumped up 35%, and it continues to move up even higher. So when we get these signals, they let us know that the bearish trend could be reversing. So we enter at the fast line, and we can see that the price shot up in total 58% from this signal. Aerodrome, This one printed 2 TBO Close shorts recently on the 10th of June and again on the 12th of June. Again, taking that strategy of entering on this fast line pullback, the price continues to pump and this position is now up 72% in profit if you had entered with the close short. But the reality is that we already got one back over here. So even from this position way back over here, if you kept this thing open, it's up 83% in profit. We can do the same thing with SPX 6900. So if we look at SPX 6900, we saw a pretty nasty bearish reversal confirmed back over here. Now this chart is way whippier. So of course the price goes against us by 30%, probably gets stopped out there. It is at max pain at 61%, and then we get a close short. Price reverts back to the fast line, giving us our perfect entry right here at 50 cents. And now the price is up over 187%. So what gives? Why is this such an effective reversal signal? Well, the reality is that when people are losing strength in the bearish trend, it's really easy to go, well, it's just going to fall lower. Things are terrible. No one really cares about reversals. When things are super bearish, everyone gives up. Everyone throws in the towel. Everyone keeps buying the dip and then regretting that they bought the dip, and then they sell and it goes down and down and down. But eventually, all bearish trends come to an end. It's inevitable, just like all bullish trends come to an end. And what makes this signal so powerful is that it lets us know before the trend gets started that there are bullish reversal signals firing. And that's what I want to share with you next. Link has been a chart that's been on my radar for a long, long time. We've already seen one TBO Close short here, which gave us a pretty good entry for 28%. But obviously the price has fallen back down. We even have another one back over here and the price has fallen back down. This is actually normal behavior because if we look at the history of Chainlink, this is why I'm picking it. We're going to see moments where Chainlink is absolutely depressing. This is going to go for a lot of charts where we get a great looking entry. We're up 20% only for the price to go against us. Getting 2 TBO Close shorts, you think this would be a better entry at $13. And the price goes against us yet again. So when is the optimal time to enter? Well, honestly, the optimal time to enter is when we get more than one of these happening in a short amount of time, because even though the price went against us here on Chainlink by 42% because of a flash crash, we can clearly see that patience pays by holding that position for 147 days, which is a long time to be down. We're actually winning in the long term. It just depends on your time frame. Aptos, this one has been firing more and more of these TBO Close shorts. And it has even back over here. More recently, a close short was printed on the 10th of June, yet the price keeps going lower. But one thing I think it's worth paying attention to is whenever we get lots of these diamonds, again, happening together, multiples happening together near these green dotted lines of support, it's a really good sign. Zooming back over here in the history of the chart, you can see this happening several times. We get 2 of these and it falls back down to support. We get another one. But even from this level right here, we can see that Aptos, actually, that was an amazing entry. Even though the price went against us, and look, we even have this green dotted line showing us support. This is still a great level, not just to enter, but to add more on these panic crashes. But we can still get a good return when we get these early bullish reversal signals. Even going back over here, when we had this bear market in 2023 in July, and then again in August, we see the price going lower and lower. Yes, the price went against us by 30%, only to shoot up in total 175%. The market could continue to fall, but the reality is that we're getting a lot of these signals popping up, just like we saw back over here in July and in August 2024, just like back over here in August 2023 and September 2023. IMX. This one has not printed any of these yet, but you can see how these have performed in the past. Getting an entry on the fast line, taking a quick bounce of 40% is a great move. We could even zoom out and we can see a lot of these opportunities happening here. Now, one thing I do want to say is after a chart has already had an incredible rally, don't be too eager to buy the first little bounce. It's a great sign, but we all know what happens after this. I mean, it completely tanks from there. And when we get these, notice that it's not the bottom signal and things are going to pump from here. But these are great early bullish reversal signals. That's exactly what they're designed to be. And when you're patient and you can zoom out and you can wait, especially on charts that are relatively new, which we have many charts that look like this right now, listing and then falling a max pain level of 89%. Getting one of these lets us know that the bottom is very close to being in here at 55 cents. So zooming out to see this move actually go up 162% over 140 days, and then even just zooming out a little bit more, going up even higher, these are great entry signals. And last but not least, Say already had an incredible rally. So once we get our first bullish reversal signal, it's a little bit hard to buy into this. But as we get more and more and more, then this is starting to give us confidence to buy the dip, which gives us a great entry for 140% profit. And now we're getting more of these signals as the price has already fallen down yet again, another 80%. My goal in this video is not to shill this indicator, the TBO, the trending breakout indicator, which you can get from the Better Traders Club. You guys hear me talk about this all the time. The point of the video is to help you understand what I am looking for in terms of bullish reversals. Now, I'm also looking at RSI. I'm also looking at volume, on-balance volume, but the TBO makes this a lot easier when we start to see clusters or clumps or groupings of these TBO close short symbols happening in close proximity right above daily support. We don't want to be too eager to buy a dip on a chart that's already had a massive rally. We do want to be careful and aware that charts could continue to fall. But charts that have already fallen big time, that are flashing these signals, oh man, these are great bullish reversal signals. And I've seen this happen again and again and again as long as I've been using the TBO, I think since 2018 or 2019. I can't remember the exact date, but it's been over 5 years. Now, the one thing I want to tell you is that DCA still pays. Don't feel like you're going to go all in whenever you see one of these positions or one of these signals. I don't. I always use DCA. So pay attention to strategy. Don't just ape in when you see these signals. When I'm doing my daily crypto market updates, which you should subscribe to get all those videos that happen on a daily basis, except for days like today, Sunday, understand that there could still be some downside. But when we start seeing lots of these popping up on the charts, we're building up energy and momentum to go to the upside, just like we saw for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Kaya, SPX 6900, and the list goes on. Now, I know not all of you have access to the TBO, but I strongly suggest that you get access to it. And you can also get access to it not just by joining the club, but by taking 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom, which is a fantastic course that will help you learn how to become a better trader. And you get a 1-month trial of the TBO when you take that course. Well, let me know what you use to identify good bottoms. It could even be people on YouTube. It just depends. Well, what do you use? So let me know in the comment section down below. And until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.